What's up, guys? This is Joe, otherwise known as Catching BTC on Twitter. This is Bitcoin Watch number 9, where I do fundamental and technical analysis on Bitcoin's price action, as well as set some future price targets and expectations. So we've had a pretty interesting couple of days since my last post. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen, where we bounced from 9k-ish. We ended up bouncing 9k-ish. From this point, there's a couple of reasons why. Obviously the main one was this really nice little zone here that we identified. There's a few things in the zone, mainly the 50 moving average, the 382 macro fib level from this whole parabolic 338% move up. I don't want those to be dotted. It's going to annoy me. Yeah, so that a really, really strong bounce from here, but we can't. I'm not yet going to be bullish about this move. I did call this. Is actually there's a trade on my trading view. I think my first entry was here. I read that up and then I got out, and I don't like taking the same trade twice, if I'm perfectly honest. So I took this first trade, and then when it came back out, I didn't take another position. I just, it's a rule that I stick by, to not take the same trade twice. But yeah, so it pierced this liquidity pool on the first attempt, and it had this really nice bounce. And now we've gone really deep into this liquidity pool. There's a few more areas of support here. Obviously that horizontal resistance here, this sort of descending channel. There's quite a few things coming in, so it was a really nice bounce. Let's see how much it actually ended up being. Must have been like 30%, no, 20%, 18%. So an 18% move is a pretty strong move. Nothing to be too bullish about just yet. Um, I'm really interested, in terms of this, for me to be happy to say that this is a trend reversal on. Well, I'm talking about a short-term trend reversal because we are still in a bullish trend. In order to be happy about this, I really want to see a break above 11,000, the zone I've just drawn here. Yeah, so above this, a real break above the zone. We've come to this first real, small resistance here, and we've rejected it. We tested it a couple of times, rejected it, and now we're moving back down to just pick up a bit more liquidity. There's probably a nice long, really a short-term long from the retest of 10,000 to form a nice little head and shoulders here. The long from here, from 382, that's bullish continuation. So the 382 really, and I'd have my stop just below here, but the move up from down here and then to 11k, I'd take all my profits out. It's a nice risk reward trade. We'll have to see how it plays out. If you want to risk it more, take profit higher up, but I just don't see the point in risking that. Yeah, so I really just want to cover it quite quickly to see what levels I'm looking for, what kind of moves I'm waiting for. This is the perfect ABC corrective wave from this move up. But that's not to say that we're not going to be stuck. I really don't think we are, but it's not to say that this is in fact the first three waves of a bearish impulse wave. You know what I mean? So second here, third wave here, back up to here, back up to here. And then we'd eventually get that trend reversal, probably a bit further down by the time we get here. And then to see that sort of a trend reversal coming in here, break out of that. There's nothing to say this isn't what's going to happen. So it's just don't remain, keep your head out of the markets. Don't be too bullish. Don't be too bearish. Because currently it's just really don't have a general direction as it goes. The macro obviously it's up, but it's this sort of we're sort of ranging currently, so there is no direction. You guys shouldn't be trading. But anyway, so after we break that 11k level, the next levels I'm really looking for is 12k. We've got the psychological resistance here. I believe we've got the 618 of this move down coming in there as well. So something that I am looking for after this this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down and the end of this corrective wave. I'd really want, if we were that bullish, and I'd really want to see a nice break above 12k to retest this level, sort of break out here to the high of here, test this trend line again. Sorry guys, got the wrong one there. Up here to 11k, 12k back to 11k, break above here, retest this sort of trend line. So probably by the time we retest, it'll probably be time with that, and then one last push up, possibly to break this high. That's really sort of the bullish scenario I'm looking for. You know, if you look out on the further time frames, you probably see it better on the 2-day, but we'll have the 1 day up. It's very possible, you know, this is why I called this level, which is why I really like this level, is that this was the first wave up, this was the second corrective wave, this was the third wave up, second corrective wave, and we're sort of coming up here to test the highs again. You know, that's sort of the market structure I was looking at in order for this to be a bullish. Anyway, my headphones are going to die, so you know, I just want to do a quick overview of what I was looking at. I'll see if I can squeeze one last thing in for end this video. If we go on the 1 week time frames and put the indicators on and get the moving averages on, if it's going to load my scripts, please load my scripts. There we go. Yeah, so if we go on the 1 week and I just get rid of all this crap so you can see it a bit better. So I was looking at, this is probably not the best example to have it on. You know, I'll just quickly put it on BLX, which is the Brave New Index of Bitcoin, which has the 2014, back to 2011, sorry. Look at this 1 week 15 moving average. Look how well this tests this 15 moving average on the 1 week. And if we go back to the previous bull markets, we can see once it gets above here, it sort of acts as support, and we test it and test it and test it, and we rarely break below it. And so I was just looking at now, this was our first test of this trend reversal of this 1 week. You call that a test, but this was the first proper look. So that's just another level to really enforce that zone that I didn't look at before, which after looking at now, you know, really respects this 15 moving average on the 1 week. So in the future, if we're in further corrections, just make sure to have that 1 week moving average up to add another sort of trend following example, indicator even. So thanks for watching, guys. Just a quick overview. I hope you're all well. I'll see you in the next one.